Hey, Mr. Eng, I completed my math test. Good. But did you show your work? Oh, it looks like I didn't. Sounds like a 0 for you, young lady. Always show your work.
Hey guys, let's go over the Integrated Math 3 Quiz number 3, 1.1 1.2, Graphing and Solving Quadratics. Question number 1, the quadratic equation y equals x squared minus 6x plus 9 is represented by which of these graphs? Now, you could make a table of values. Well, you can get the axis of symmetry because we have a quadratic in standard form, and then you can make a table of values, and then we can just graph this. But I'm just going to look at all my graphs, and if you recognize, well, that if you have a quadratic, that's this one. So your correct answer is A. This one is called exponential. Your graph's going to look like this, something like y equals 2 to the x power. Notice how the variable is the little number to the top right, while in quadratics, it's a number, specifically a 2. Okay, it's not C because this is like linear, y equals x, that's to the first power. Okay? And then it says D, none of the above. Okay, part B. The x-intercept of the equation is given as... Okay, so the correct one here is A. And the x-intercept is... This is 1, 2, 3. So my x-intercept is right 3, 0. So I would type in 3 in there to get the correct answer. So that was question number 1. Question number 2, use the graph to answer the following questions. Okay, 1, -4. So write 1 on the x-axis. And then this is the y-axis. So write 1 and then down 4. Write 1, down 4. This one is called the vertex. Okay, B, -1, 0 is a what? So left 1 and stay. That is from the introductory notes, that's an x-intercept, that's a solution. They call these zeros. They also call these roots. So B would be solution. Okay, 3, 0, right? 3. This pink one is the same thing, so that would be a solution. And the last one, the parabola has a what? That is talking about this point right here. The vertex is specifically a minimum. It's the low point of the half pipe. All right, question number 3. The graph shows the height y. So this is the y-axis, right? The height of the gymnast jumping off, and then the x-axis is seconds, how long it takes for the gymnast to jump off the vault. Okay, so part A says how long does a gymnast stay in the air? Okay, so our gymnast starts at 0 seconds and goes to a maximum height of, so 6, 7, 8, 9, this would be 10. So this is a max height of 10. But remember, it is xy, so this would be a 2. So at 2 seconds, it has a maximum height of 10. And then if you think about it, 0, 0, so that would be time, and x is time, so that's 0 seconds, and y is a height of 10. I'm sorry, 0. So at 0 seconds, it is a height of 0. At 2:10, it is after 2 seconds, it has a height of 10, and then when you come down here, it has the order pair 4, 0. So after 4 seconds, it also now has a height of 0. So it was actually in the air 4 seconds. 4 seconds. What is the maximum height the gymnast reaches? And we have choices there, and we said it was 10. Okay, so that was question number 3. Question number 4, the graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola. These would be a trig, and this would be a conic. All right, question number 5. Determine if the relation below is a function. Okay, we didn't talk about this one. The easiest one is called the vertical line test. VLT. And basically, if you put a line through the graph and it only intersects at one point, then it is a function. So the answer for number 1 would be yes, making that 1 extra credit. Okay, B. Let me double check that. I believe that they're asking for the domain. So we talked about how the domain, you want to go from left to right. And let me see if I can do that in a different color. Magic. Okay, let's erase all this stuff. Okay. Now, I do want to point out that this graph has arrows. And that is actually important to us. So I keep going from left to right. The arrows have, these lines have not touched anything. And the first thing it touches is right there. Now, referring to the domain, which is the x-axis, which means it's coming from negative numbers. Negative numbers. Something like negative 10,000. That makes sense. And as I go towards the x numbers, the graph is going to go, it's kind of weird, but the graph, well, not that way, but it's going on the x's. It's going to go on forever. And this is called positive infinity, or you think of it as positive numbers. You can think of it as positive 10,000. So what numbers can I pick? I can pick all numbers. All real numbers is my answer. All right. Now let's do the same thing, but let's go in the other direction. So the range is the y-axis, and we go from bottom to top. Okay, now I'm just going to focus on the y number line. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, it starts right there, which is a 2. And notice how the graph keeps going, and you have the arrows, which means it's numbers that are bigger than 2, or what we say in inequalities, the y-axis, numbers that are greater than 2. Y is greater than or equal to 2. And that would be choice C is your answer. You'll notice it has the y. You would not want this one because it has the x. So that's trying to trick you there. This would be the domain, which we don't want. And this would be a graph that kind of just stops, and you don't realize that it should have arrows. That's what the graph is missing, or why D is wrong. Okay, so those are the quiz corrections for quiz number 3. We'll see you guys later.